welcome back. Now, it was an accidental hiccup on air, just a slight one that caught the world's attention, racking up millions of views online and a whole host of memes.
Yes, and following that viral whirlwind, I finally get to meet the man with the 10 siblings. Yes. Journalist and author Séamas O'Reilly, it is a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming in and talking to us.
To meet in person, but of course, before we actually get chatting face to face, we
not again.
may as well play it again. Roll it there.
Author Séamas O'Reilly was just 5 years old when he and his 10 siblings
10 siblings?
sadly lost their mum.
He's now using this as the basis for his humorous new book, Did You Hear Mammy Died?
10 siblings
10 siblings?
sadly lost their mum.
You okay there, Tommy? All right.
Good morning to you.
Have you seen that before?
Séamas, I've seen it once or twice, yeah, I happened to. Listen, you were on for your book, Did You Hear Mammy Died? How long was it after that? Because the interview just carried on as if nothing happened. So did your phone go hopping straight away, or how long did it take?
No, not straight away. I noticed it and I loved it in the moment. It was like, oh, that's a funny little moment. But I was doing other interviews and kind of wasn't really thinking about that one too much. No one said it very much, just, oh, it went well. And then about 2 hours later, I seem to remember, someone clipped it and said, this is very funny. And the way that they'd clipped it, it was way funnier than I remembered. Because I'm thinking about what I'm going to say. I'm not really kind of paying attention. And then I think it was about an hour after that when I checked back again. I hadn't been tagged or anything. And I was like, oh, there's like 10,000 people like that. Mm-hmm. And then there was a different remix. And then there was a TikTok dance remixes. And I think it was pretty short. It was about 2 or 3 hours, and then your life has never been the same.
Tommy, how long was it before you realised what was going on?
I do these on a regular basis on this show. For people who are watching this morning will know that. But it was about 3 o'clock that afternoon, and my phone went, and I had a message with a load of laughing emojis from one of the rugby lads who I wouldn't hear from too often. And I kind of said, oh, yeah, the cookery slot with Catherine Layden was pretty funny today. And he said, have you looked at Twitter yet? And I literally looked at my phone. I had millions of tweets with just one, pure partridge, Alan Partridge, eat your heart out, car crash television, who let this guy on television? So, yeah, it pretty much took off very quickly.
So your fantastic rugby career has completely been negated by the 10 siblings thing.
I saw a very early one that I checked on your Instagram, and it was someone who said, look, it's the 10 siblings guy. And I was like, is that what our lovely Tommy has been reduced to after all of his career?
Well, listen, the rugby career is like, I'm literally everywhere I go now. It used to be What Colour Eyes. It was a song I sang when I was drunk on stage a number of years ago, but now it's all about the 10 siblings. I have to ask you this, like, because people still do question, like, there was no offence intended. No. I hope you and your family weren't offended by it.
No, I mean, I did toy with the idea of saying that so that we could have another viral moment. But no, we thought it was absolutely priceless. It was very, very funny, but also the fact that it kept going. Like, I can't tell you how strange it was, because weirdly enough, we all kind of live in different places now, me and my 10 siblings. Mm-hmm. But I think 2 days later,
look at that.
We were all together for a sort of, just a big family reunion, sort of a holiday. And we don't usually get, together that much. My book had just come out, it was all kind of nice. And I think that's when it really broke with everybody. It was bringing me a different one every 5 minutes. Dance remixes, techno remixes, the whole lot.
Do your siblings know they are the 10 siblings?
Yes.
Or do they tell people? What way does that work?
I imagine they do. I mean, it probably gives a bit of meaning to their lives. Because I'm the famous one.
Well, Elaine, you have 10 siblings. Does it get made a joke whenever you tell people?
Well, it does now. Yeah. Because I go, 10 siblings, everybody, 10 siblings. Catherine Layden earlier on, she used 10 siblings.
Yeah.
For anybody
Turns
in the
out
world,
it's a lot more common than I thought.
There you go now, but they're not as famous as yours.
They're not, and I have Tommy to thank for that. Yeah. But yes.
Do people not realise it's you?
Yes, that's the other thing that happens. Because I write about my family quite a bit, and I write about, childhood and all stuff. So if I say the words, my 10 siblings, there'll always be somebody who comments with the meme or with a picture of just you. Yeah. Because they think, oh, it's a coincidence, and they don't realise that I am actually the guy. So in a way, I've gotten all the benefits of the meme, but I do not get followed around with it. Nobody
Tommy
knows
got the
me.
notoriety.
And I feel bad because you get followed around, but I just get the lovely parts.
It's probably because on this show we obviously go from light to dark an awful lot, and at that period you could see myself and Claire, we were opposite ends of the sofa, so it was peak COVID. So Séamas, you were doing a Skype about this book, and although the title sounds quite sad, it's quite a funny, you're a very funny writer. So we got told this is going to be a funny interview, and I was talking to you about something going on with your microphone.
Yeah.
And then I did that, and it didn't turn out to be so. Well, it did turn out to be so funny looking back on it. But I'm now a viral moment. We are both in this forever, and this is going to last an awful long time.
That's TV. That is live TV. Look at it now. And
It is.
And here you are on the 25th anniversary show. I mean, very few people get to sit on this couch with us.
I mean, it's a
all thanks to you,
pleasure.
Tommy.
Pleasure and a privilege.
Yeah.
Well, I sat on a plane the other day and somebody was reading the book and I thought, there, it follows me everywhere. And then I heard the lady reach across and go, is that book from that fella who made the viral instant? Yeah, that's him, 10 siblings. And I was literally sitting on the row behind. So yes, Séamas O'Reilly, I have that to thank you for. It's a privilege to have you with us and pleasure to meet you as well. So thanks so much.
And you know what? Sometimes it's not all that great having 10 siblings. I know. Anyway, thank you so much, Séamas. Now,
And if you want to check out the book, Did You Hear Mammy Died? Check it out, it's a great read.
See, there we go. Nice plug.